How we doing? Welcome into another video. Today, we're on part 3 of the Xbox Dev Direct. We've kind of split it up because, of course, if you guys don't want to watch one, you don't have to. You can kind of see the reactions of them. And we're looking at, I believe it's Expedition 33. This is probably the one that I am most looking forward to the most out of all of these. It is definitely looks like it's going to be really cool. We didn't get very much of it in the last Dev Direct, but this one apparently we get a little bit more. So yeah, let's check it out. Sandfall Interactive. I don't think I've heard of them before, if I'm totally honest. Is this where their studio
Bonjour
is?
everyone. We are Sandfall Interactive and welcome to our manor.
Wow, welcome to our manor.
We are a small studio based in Montpellier, France, working on our first game, Clair Obscur Expedition 33.
There we go, that's the reason why I've not heard them.
It's a
Their
turn-based
first game.
RPG set in a fantasy
What a
version of
stunning
late 19th
first game,
century
though.
Belle Epoque France.
Here we are.
Our grand adventure in game development actually started as a solo passion project. I wanted to create something like the JRPGs with turn-based combat I grew up with and loved, but that fully leveraged the latest tech, refreshed the genre with new features, and took place in a compelling world. I knew I needed help to realize my dream. First, I turned to a programmer I knew would get it.
Guillaume and I started trading ideas right away, and that quickly turned into trading files back and forth. Soon, I was creating the first prototypes of the reactive turn-based system, combining real-time offense and defense elements and a cinematic battle camera system. Things really clicked when we tested the first version of those features.
All
we
over
felt
the
we had
place, that
something
camera,
both
but it's
challenging
pretty cool,
and fun.
pretty
As
different.
Tom and I went back and forth and iterated on game elements, a vision started to come together, and I shared it with an old friend from university.
Guillaume and I are both passionate gamers, and when he described the project, I quit my job the following week and joined the team without hesitation. Because I believe that in video games, success always starts with a strong creative vision. And we had that, defined by three
Greg's on
core
the table.
elements. A story with great emotional depth, gameplay that innovates on the classics we love,
That's really cool.
and a world
That was a
that
really
is
cool,
completely
like,
original,
UI.
beautiful, and immersive.
I liked that.
We founded Sandfall Interactive on these tenets. A group of friends with a shared vision and the drive to make something great.
This too is your legacy.
Wait, has he lost an arm?
Core to every great
He also looked
RPG
like
is a compelling
Robert
story.
Pattinson.
And Guillaume and I spent 4 years intensively developing and refining ours. And that started
If you
with
think he
the
looks like
hook.
Robert Pattinson, put Robert Pattinson in the comments.
67 years ago, a massive slumbering paintress and a monolith appeared with no warning. Once a year, the paintress wakes and paints a number on her monolith, and everyone who has passed that age is erased. Every year, that number ticks down, and everyone dies younger and younger. Expeditions depart to kill the paintress, determined to fight until their final breath, but none have ever returned. Our story follows Expedition 33.
Expeditioners, we honor your dedication.
Guillaume and I knew early on that we didn't want to focus on good versus evil. What's interesting to us are people who, yes, are flawed, but who care deeply about each other. And conflicts arise because they have different perspectives on what needs to be done.
I'm sorry about earlier.
We wanted our story to feel dark
It's-
and
it
mature,
feels like it's gonna
with
be
adult characters
very,
who feel like
like,
real people with real experiences.
Emotional
Always
story.
missing something that everyone else just gets.
The heart of the story is about overcoming an existential threat while struggling with loss and grief. And it's rooted in the characters' relationships, both to each other and to
Definitely
themselves.
looks like Robert Pattinson.
What are we gonna do, huh? Tell me. What are we gonna do?
In a world like this, how does one stay hopeful or make peace with their fate? What duty do we owe to each other or to ourselves? These questions are deeply personal to me, and they permeate the story behind the story.
Know that Lumiere fights with you. Tomorrow comes Expedition 33.
The characters all have their own motivations and perspectives. Gustave and Lune are deeply invested in the expedition, even if they fight all the time. To them, the mission is tied not only to their family,
Yeah,
but
he has
central
lost-
to their
he's- he has
identity
lost
and
one.
purpose.
I thought he had.
Protocol doesn't cover
There's a-
every contingency.
There's
You know that.
Contrast that with Ciel, whose darkest days have already happened.
What are the stars whispering to you? Actually, I'm the one whispering to them. It's something my dad and I used to do.
And Maëlle, who cares more about really living her life, not just living longer.
Gustav, are you real?
It's not all dark, though. Along the way, they meet various colorful NPCs and recruit Monoko, who is a friendly but kinda bloodthirsty philosopher and a fully playable character. He has a really cool battle mechanic where he can turn into
He
the
looks
enemies
cool.
he
I
defeats.
like him.
What are you doing?
Just need your foot. Aha!
He's very, very old and has seen many expeditions come and go.
That's cool.
He is a jest troll, which are a group of playful beings who view battle as a form of meditation.
Yes.
They're fun and sort of ridiculous. You'll meet Monoko and many other jest trolls across the game. And of course, there is Esquier, who is one of the oldest and lore-wise the most powerful creatures in the verse.
Esquier is that powerful?
He will be your mount
I
and
love how
help
they
you travel to
asked the
secret
question that we
corners
were
of
all
the world.
thinking.
And if you bring him back his special stones, you can unlock abilities for him to access new areas of the world and find exciting secrets.
I'm strong, but I'm not that strong.
Everyone has their own reason for joining the expedition, and each of them has their own story arc and resolution that we think players will really connect with.
Oh, I'm definitely.
In
playing- we're
addition to a
definitely
strong
playing this
narrative,
one.
we had a clear vision for our own take on the genre's core gameplay. Our reactive turn-based system takes the traditional turn-based battle mechanic we love and adds real-time reaction, which gives
So
combat
if you
greater
attack,
intensity and
You've got to
dynamism.
get it perfect.
During enemy
to do, like,
turns,
more
you can
damage.
negate all damage by dodging or parrying at the right time.
Okay.
The balancing turn-based with real-time mechanics took a long time to get right. During initial playtests, turn-based players often found the real-time elements too hard. Some of us are still traumatized by enemies from back then. We've done a lot of rebalancing since, and with a lot of iteration, we ultimately came up with a formula that we're proud of. Players who are good at real-time can take more risks, and others can counterbalance with items and strategies. A big part of that formula lies in the many ways you can customize your character.
A lot of customization there.
We spend a lot of time designing each character's unique mechanics and their custom skill trees. Our philosophy is making every type of playstyle viable so that everyone can have fun with how they play the game. Each character has a unique mechanic.
Keep seeing
Mail
Robert
switches
Pattinson
between
right there.
stances which can alternately boost defense or power. I personally like to make Mal the protector of the group, but I'm pretty much the only one at the studio who plays her that way. Most people play her as a glass cannon with Gustav's complementary skills. The characters can also equip hundreds of passive effects, which in our game are called Lumina. Every character has more than
freaking
20 unique
loads.
skills in their skill tree and hundreds of passive effects. They can gain through Lumina and weapons. So there are a ton of builds and playstyles to explore. Needless to say, we can't wait to see how you choose to play and what kinds of build you'll design that we probably never even imagined.
Our story is set in the French fantasy world, and I was really excited to design something unique.
It'd be cool to play this
Every
actually
level
in French
has its own
as
color
well.
and texture
It'd
identity.
be pretty.
For
as
example,
it's in
the
French.
Gestrel Village is an early area in the game where players can enjoy a fun break. We wanted something that feels chaotic, grungy, and toy-like. It's basically a bazaar. Everything's disorganized, chaos everywhere, huts are unsafe, built without much thought. It's a place where anyone could fight you at any point, which is pretty much what the Gestrels are like. The Gestrel village is hidden inside the ancient sanctuary. The ideas here were forest, labyrinth, and sentinels. I designed it as a vibrant place, like an old graveyard of gestrels, or forgotten wooden toys in a box, with two main colors, red and white. I wanted to make it feel cozy, hidden from danger, with traps and labyrinths in case enemies get in. Same process with the characters. Minoko came in a single concept. I thought of a monkey-like body, white fur, with a black and red flat mask.
Ladies, could I? Ow!
Definitely a gestural.
For SK, we needed a cuddly companion to take us around the world. I thought
I
instantly
know I'm
of a
gonna like
giant
him as a
inflatable
character.
balloon
I can
and
just
old
tell.
Victorian pillows with many intricate motifs. We start with the core themes and ideas, and the visuals grow organically from there.
From the very start of the project, there was one thing that we absolutely wanted to bring back from older JRPGs. A feature we really loved, but is very rare these days. A completely 3D and navigable world map. Yes, we've got a world map. And it was a real challenge to create, both
I haven't seen one of
artistically
these.
and technically.
God,
and
for
it ended up a
ages.
lot bigger than we expected.
A world map like
You'll
this.
definitely need SK's help traveling around.
Here we go.
We're super happy with the result, though, as there's a lot of side paths and entire hidden levels. If you want to fight the toughest bosses of the game, you will have to explore. Good luck.
We've poured our hearts and souls into this game
Exposition
for the
performed
past 4
33
years.
counters.
That's why we're delighted to announce that Expedition 33 launches on April 24th on Xbox Series X and S and is available day one with Xbox Game Pass. You can already wishlist the game and follow us for more info.
100%
We are
playing
super
this.
excited
100%.
to invite you into the world of Expedition 33. We are a small, passionate team. It's our debut game, and we can't wait for you to discover our
But the
story,
fact that this is their
our
first
world,
game,
and our
it
take on the
looks
turn-based genre.
stunning.
On behalf of everyone at Sunfall, thank you for joining us. Tomorrow comes.
Demain viendra.
Tomorrow comes.
Demain viendra.
Demain viendra.
Tomorrow comes.
So what's everyone's thoughts on that one? I think that looks freaking amazing. It takes basically your sort of a little bit action style gameplay and puts it into what was your original JRPGs. And I think that if it works, that's going to be a freaking amazing concept. And to be honest, it's not far. To be honest, it's pretty much going to be completed now. They're going to be literally doing like the final touches on the game with the fact that it's April 24th. So yeah, that's going to look freaking sick. I just know it. It's going to look so good. So yeah, be ready for us to play this after South of Midnight. I'm going to try and basically what I'm trying to say is we've got a lot of games to try and finish. I can't remember the last time I actually finished a game on stream, so we're going to try and finish a game for sure. So yeah, but yeah. Till next time, guys, thank you very much for being here. In fact, please do leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more like it. Head over to twitch.tv/Logan4 to watch these live and actually see us play the game on day one. Because, yeah, why not? It's there. So, till next time, peace.
Okay, bye!